Good morning. I hope that you and the family are well. We're going into Shabbos, and we're taught that Shabbos brings refuah, brings healing to the world. May it bring healing to all those who need it, and health and well-being to all of us. In tomorrow's Torah portion, one of the things that we read about is called the Orei Miklat, the cities of refuge. And what would happen is if somebody inadvertently killed somebody else, they would go to the city of refuge for an indefinite period of time, ad mois hakohen hagadol, until the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, would pass away. Now, the Torah takes a view that if somebody's put into a position where they even accidentally kill somebody else, it's an indictment on who they are, because Hashem picks his messengers very carefully. So if there's something positive to be done, he'll choose a good person. But God forbid, if there's something negative to be done and someone is chosen, that in itself indicates that the person needs a lot of spiritual work. The Talmud tells us that the mothers, over the course of history, the mothers of the Kohen Gadol would bring gifts of food and clothing to those people who had been incarcerated in these cities of refuge to try and prevail on them not to daven for the Kohen Gadol to pass away, because that would be their ticket to freedom. Now think about that for a minute. You're talking about the Kohen Gadol. You're talking about the holiest, most respected person in the community, on the one hand. And you're talking about a person who is killed, on the other hand. And to have blood on one's hands, even if it's inadvertent, is a very serious issue. They probably are not the holiest people in the community if they're sitting in a city of refuge. It's unthinkable that the person in the city of refuge who is a killer should have the power to daven and be answered that the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, such a holy man, should die. And something that was such a serious concern that the mothers tried to prevail on them not to do it. There's an incredibly profound lesson in this, and it's a lesson that's relevant for us right now. When a person is in a difficult situation, as an individual would have been if they were in the city of refuge, not knowing when they would ever be able to return to normal life, isolated from the community, because of their desperation, because the situation was so overwhelming for them, their prayers could be answered even if they did not deserve it, because the sincerity of their prayer would be so compelling. If that's true of people in a city of refuge, people who had killed, it is certainly true for us who right now are feeling tremendous pressure. Our sincere prayers to Hashem to be released from this period of isolation and breakdown of community. Our prayers, sincere prayers, will please God be answered. Have a wonderful Shabbos. We're blessing the new month. May it be a good month. Stay safe and stay sane.